the Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie podcast.
How good is that? It is Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie. Welcome to the podcast. Today we are talking about getting busted doing something in your school uniform.
Well, you're not thinking right, are you? It's like wearing a big sign.
Yeah. Well, nothing better hanging out with your mates after school and then going to the local shopping centre, you know what I mean?
Running amok.
I dare you to do this, completely forgetting that you're in your uniform the whole time. If you get busted, you're done. But over the years, we're asking you, we got some great calls on this. What did you get busted doing in your school uniform? It's in the podcast.
This is the Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie podcast.
Oh, so you want to talk about Canne Film Festival? All right, we will.
Yes, please.
It is one of the most prestigious film festivals in the world. I love this because, I don't know, there's a lot of controversy over a security guard, a female security. You could call her an usher. So I feel like she's only just doing her job, but she's getting into a fair bit of trouble because at Canne, right, there's a huge red carpet that you walk along, photographers, media everywhere. Then what you do, you got to walk up these huge stairs up the top into the event centre. When you get to the top of the stairs, a lot of the ladies like to turn around and get a photo in what they're wearing.
Of course you would.
And the fashion designer that they're wearing. This security usher has been told, no one stops.
Oh, come on.
Everyone's got to keep walking up the stairs. No one stops, no one turns around, no one gets a photo. You've got to usher them in as quick as you can. Now, a few days ago, you would have seen this because Kelly Rowland got into a bit of a blow-up with her.
A bit of push and shove.
She was not happy at all. Actually, Kelly Rowland has spoken about the run-in that she had with this security usher, and this is what she had to say.
The woman knows what happened. I know what happened. I have a boundary, and I stand by those boundaries, and that is it. And there were other women that attended that carpet who did not quite look like me, and they didn't get there scolded or pushed off or told to get off. I stood my ground, and she felt like she had to stand hers, but I stood my ground.
Love Kelly Rowland.
Kelly's had a crack at her. It's happened again. So there was a Dominican actor by the name of Maciel Tavares.
Oh, yeah, Tavares, yep.
Yeah, right. So she had this very long white dress, and at the bottom of the white dress was an image of Jesus.
Wow.
And she wanted everyone to see the image of Jesus, but it was so long that she had to sort of throw it down the stairs. But every time she threw it down the stairs, this woman would pick it up and just usher her up the stairs.
What, the same woman? The same woman?
The same woman. Well, overnight, it's happened again with a South Korean singer and actor by the name of Yuna.
What happened to Yuno?
Well, she only had one card left, Yuna.
Yeah.
And the security guards go and pick up 4, and unfortunately, she's ushered her on again.
Now, in the first instance with Kelly Rowland, what was amazing, and I think that's what she's talking about the boundaries, is this woman, as you can see, goes to manhandle Kelly Rowland and push her up the stairs with a hand on the back. And then Kelly Rowland turns around with the one finger in the air and says, "Don't you do that to me." Now, this woman, I feel like someone needs to tell her it's okay.
Yeah.
A quick head spin in a photo is not going to ruin the event.
These people, because you know what, we've always known someone who's really, really committed to the job.
Yeah.
I know that there's a security guard at the SCG that's like that. You know, sometimes when you walk into like a game of footy and, you know, someone will go, "I just got to check your bag, mate, just to see if there's any alcohol or anything." And, you know, they'll do a quick little check. There's this one security guard that is just thorough. And you are there for 5 minutes going through each pocket.
Thorough or power hungry?
And you go, "Okay, mate, I know you're doing your job, but do you really have to be this thorough with your job?"
What's the security going to be like on Thursday night for our singles ball? Because if we have beautiful frocks, I know Kate Ritchie has been to 25 different dress try-ons, if that's what they call it. She is so particular about the gown that she has on, and I believe the trail also has a picture of Jesus or myself. I'm not sure what she decided on. And Fitz, you and I are going to be styled beautifully by MJ Bay. sale. Now, if someone goes to manhandle me on my way up to the, what's the name of the room, Tom?
Oh, the Gilly Rooftop.
The Gilly Rooftop. If I'm there, I will just be furious as I'm trying to get the right photo.
Well, it's
furious, Tom. I won't be manhandled.
We should arrange for that security guard to be there. She might keep you out wet.
That's great. Every time Kate goes to get a photo, this woman just comes in with her arm. No, just keep walking, please.
That'll go down really well.
Actually, just on that, Tommy, on Kate.
Yeah.
Whispers going around today that there might be some fellas who are keen on coming to the night.
Yes.
Is this their opportunity today to maybe get a dance with Miss Ritchie?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, gentlemen of Sydney, or single gentlemen of Sydney. Yeah, if you're listening right now, you could be having the first dance with Kate.
Is it true Richard Wilkins called 3 times yesterday?
Yeah. Yep, so
there he is. He's outside the studio. Dickie, wait for us
to give the donkey.
I'm Dickie the donkey.
There he is. Oh.
He must be so rapt that he said that one.
This is the Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie podcast.
Give us a call if you got busted doing something that you really shouldn't have been doing in your school uniform.
Okay, Richie, what have you done?
No, not me. Even when I was very good, at school. We had quite a strict school uniform. I didn't really do anything to get into trouble.
Yep.
And even the character I played on Home and Away when I was in the summer bay school uniform, I didn't really do anything exciting anyway.
Would have been weird going from one school uniform to another one.
Not really.
That's my acting school uniform, and now I'm in school.
We had our local shopping centre who I think for a few years there brought in the rule that if you were wearing a school uniform, you were not allowed in the precinct.
Yes.
Because everyone was ganking stuff. There was a lot of theft going on from the local shopping centre.
Yeah.
Right.
And then all the local schools, you weren't allowed to go to the shopping centre at all in your school uniform.
Well, because when you're in the uniform, you're representing the school.
Yes, you are.
And that's what it was. That's why I'm asking whether you got in trouble in the school uniform and they came down extra hard on you because it's a brand, right? Mm-hmm. And I realised yesterday more than ever that I'm now one of those, I don't want to say judgy mums, but I am in the process of looking at schools and noticing kids going to schools because my daughter, of course, is 9. She's in year 4. So it's not going to be long before she's going to high school. And so the whole kind of process of deciding, maybe where do you want to go or how far do you want to travel and all of that kind of thing. So the uniforms pop up and you file away the information. You do judge. You can't help it.
Sloppy. Look at that sloppy group of kids.
Well, I saw a young girl the other day at the bus stop waiting for the bus in her school uniform, noted, won't say which school it was, and sneaky little vaping. I don't know.
Kidding.
She didn't think, bless her, you feel like winding down to the window and saying, come on, Jenny, or whatever your name is. I don't know. Come on, Miranda.
Get off the watermelon
What's the
boat.
young person's name? Charlotte.
Come on,
I know
Deirdre.
Miranda from that school.
Yeah.
Oh, she's in a fair bit of trouble now.
Charlotte, I can see you vaping out of your sleeve. I feel like saying that. And before you know it, Mrs. Jensen is going to drive down the street and you are busted because you are in your school uniform.
I told some kids to pull their socks up the other day.
Did you?
Yeah, because they were doing the wrong thing.
Oh, I thought you meant literally.
No,
Can you pull your
literally,
socks
I
up?
did,
Don't have them around your ankles.
No, I said I did.
Actually get your uniform into water.
I said you shouldn't be out and about without your socks up.
Oh,
you're one of those guys.
Are you serious?
Did you whistle like that as well? You know they're not dogs.
And if the shirt drops out the back, tuck it in. Or go home and get changed. If you can't handle the uniform, go and get changed.
Did you doff your hat at them as they walked
No,
past?
I didn't need to. And they knew. They didn't say, absolutely, Mr. Whipfley, but they knew that I knew, that they knew, that we knew.
Give me a break. See, this is... Okay, so I'm going to tell a story about Darren Mason, who went to our school, and we would catch the D bus, the school bus, to the Colonnade Shopping Centre. Mace, this was the greatest day ever for every student that was on that bus because he decided to go up through the emergency exit up the top, Kate, and he surfed the bus. Wow. It was like Teen Wolf. It was the scene out of Teen Wolf.
Idiot, yep.
unbelievable. The thing was, though, he was in his school uniform.
Oh, darn.
So every kid and every parent in the area could see Darren Mason just in the tube, just riding the bus as everyone was cheering him.
Yeah, with his little shield on, or the emblem of highly easy to identify.
And love Mace, but unfortunately that was his last day at the Wirianda High School because he got expelled.
Maybe he knew he was going to, Fitz, and that's why he did it. Lucy's in Alexandria. Welcome to the show. You got busted, did you, in your uniform, Luce?
Yeah, a few times. One of them being going to Bondi shopping. Unfortunately, my dad is the principal of the school as well, so they very quickly figured that out, and my year advisor drove me home the next day.
Luce, pro or con having your dad as the principal of the school? Worst thing ever, or you didn't mind it? You could get away with
I didn't want anyone
stuff?
to know. I think I rebelled because of it.
Right.
I was quite a naughty child.
Okay.
Of course.
So you weren't allowed in that shopping centre in your school uniform?
No, I took the day off school.
Oh, you're wagging.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. You naughty thing, Luce. You broke all the rules.
There is a
Aren't you meant to change out of your uniform? Don't you take a spare set of clothes? I never did anything naughty like that.
Think about it, Luce. Of
Come
course you
on,
did.
Kate.
I
Give me a
didn't.
break.
I
Oh, my
didn't.
God. You were so
didn't.
crooked at school it didn't matter.
Oh, yeah.
Ricky's
go
in
to-
Beverly Hills. Hey, Ricky, what's your story?
Morning, guys. How are you?
Good. What did you do, Ricky?
When I was in school, I actually got caught walking the streets smoking cigarettes
Oh, Ricky, no.
Ricky.
by the year advisor.
Oh, Ricky, leave it.
He chased me down, snatched the cigarette out of my hand and snapped it.
See, that's not in the dark.
What a waste.
Caught red-handed, Ricky.
That was my last one, you said.
Oh, did you continue to smoke
Rick,
after that moment, Ricky, or did you realise that maybe there's a habit I need to kick here?
Look, you know what? I'm proudly a non-smoker now after 15 years. So, yeah.
Well done, Ricky.
Well, Tom, you've got escorted out of the tool shed many a time in your school year.
For smoking.
Oh, because of the school that I went to, the name of the school. I get it.
Where did
What
you go?
was it called?
Oh, it doesn't.
What is it called?
What's it called?
Is this in Melbourne?
Yeah, St. Bede's.
Beads.
Yeah.
BEADS.
Mr. Ivor, your order's in.
Oh, what a pity.
So the saint of,
He's the patron saint of teachers.
of beads.
Well, no, not of beading, of teachers.
Right, because the
So-
Taylor Swift concert he would have been popular.
Well, gosh, you should.
You know?
Beads
Yeah.
had sold out
Beads
during
and
that
soda, he
period.
would have been on TV.
Yeah.
Timu for tiny little beads.
For tiny beads.
More comfortable
Wow,
indeed.
Tommy, that's...
Oh, Tommy. See, you
Tommy.
pretend
That's
that
what
no.
you meant.
Huh?
No.
I don't get it.
Don't roll your eyes and then get involved.
All right. Thank you, Lucy. Thank you, Ricky. You could be
Be good in your school uniform today if
Yeah,
you're
well
listening.
said, Kate.
Yeah.
The Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie podcast.
We're on. All right. It's time for
60-second starts.
Kate Ritchie's I'm Still Standing.
Now.
Visit Sydney's ultimate Kia experience dealer, Sydney City Kia, O'Riordan Street, Alexandria.
Kate got flogged yesterday, so there's only $100 up for grabs today.
Didn't get flogged. I just
murdered.
happened to lose.
Wasn't great. Let's just
It
say
wasn't great, and I feel disappointed because we were up to $800.
I know.
What this time last
know.
week?
Flying.
Let's go to Rob in Newport. Hi, Rob. Hey, Rob, did you play this last year?
Last year, yeah, it's been a while.
How'd you go, Rob?
I did have a win against Kate.
Oh, did you, Rob? Very interesting.
Easy.
How are you feeling to this morning?
I'm a little gutted that the big dollars went off yesterday, but I'd still be very happy with a win, Kate.
Yeah.
Maybe Kate can even it out and get one up on you, Rob.
This is
Well, perhaps.
the two rivals coming head to head. Kate Ritchie versus Rob in Newport. This is a big one.
Big one. Here we
Massive
go.
one.
Here we go.
Rob, you're going first because, congratulations as well, Rob. You're in the running for that Kia Sportage SX Hybrid thanks to Sydney City Kia. You could
lovely.
be winning. Yeah, you could be winning that at the end of the year, but $100 up for grabs. You're going first. If you have the pair at the end of 60 seconds, you win that cash. Here we go, Rob. Your 60 seconds starts now. Zendaya and Tom Holland met when filming what movie, Rob?
Ooh, The Greatest Showman?
No, it was Spider-Man. Over to Kate. Kate, what animal is traditionally eaten on Thanksgiving?
Turkey.
Yep. Who has been announced as the New South Wales captain for State of Origin?
Jake Trbojevic.
I'll give you that. Yes, the term BAE is an acronym for what? BAE.
Oh, before anyone else.
Correct. What meal of the day is the title of Billie Eilish's latest song?
Lunch.
Yep. What connects the names Jamie, Jordan and Jaden?
They start with a J.
Yeah, that's right. Who has the most surfing world titles of all time?
Kelly Slater.
Yep, true or false? Lizards can run and breathe at the same time.
False.
False is correct.
Yeah!
Who sings the Titanic theme song, Kate?
Celine Dion.
Yes, name an Aussie telco provider.
Oh, she's got it. Rob, I'm sorry. She's on fire
gee.
today.
Rob.
Didn't get a second chance.
You know what?
I know. I'm so sorry about that. I was on fire.
This time next year, Rob, you can try and win the title back, buddy.
No, I'll get
tough.
the cash up for you, and then maybe
Well
you
done,
can.
Kate.
Yeah. Oh, thank you. That's very kind.
Well done. And $100 to you. And how much will they risk to make it to the top? New The Summit, Monday to Wednesday, 7:30 p.m. on 9 and 9 now.
The Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie podcast.
You guys ever heard of a cashew apple?
Cashew apple.
Yeah.
An apple on a nut.
Does it look like a cashew or an apple?
No, it's smaller than an apple.
never
Tiny,
heard of it.
but it sounds great, doesn't it? I love cashews. I love apples.
Well,
Put
you
them
got a
together, and I'm having a crack at that. Well, if you're in Mexico, you'll have a crack at it, like UK tourist Tommy Watson did. Tommy's 28 years of age. He was on a big South American tour with his
look at him.
wife.
We're looking at a photo of him now. He is on holidays with his tropical
holiday shirt
He's got
on.
his tropical shirt on.
Oh, he loves it. Loves it with his wife. Yeah, I'll have a crack at a cashew apple. Why not? Bang. I'll just consume that as quick as I can. Sucking away at it. Unfortunately, he's had a very bad reaction. It's basically burnt his hand and his face. Have a look at his mouth.
It's like he's lost the pigment in his skin.
The unfortunate thing that he then had to go on the rest of the trip with just these huge scabs around his mouth, Kate. So every photo with his wife, he's got a burn all over
Oh, it looks like some sort of scurvy. Oh, no.
Oh, he's covered it in like
Crusty.
sorbeline to lift the first layer of scab off.
Yeah, but you
as
know
well.
what? Every photo, he's still got thumbs up. He's having a great time.
Yeah, but it's on his nose as well. Like, how does this guy eat an apple? My God.
The first and the last time that Tommy Watson's having a cashew apple.
He's not doing that again.
What are they known to give you some kind of reaction? I mean, because if so, don't you when you haven't had something before? It's like when you test new beauty product or something.
Yeah.
You've got to find a little spot just to test it out. Do you just have a little nibble of a cashew nut or
do,
a nut
don't you?
cashew apple or whatever it is,
Well, I would have thought so.
rather than eating the whole?
And you're
thing?
right. Is it a known thing where everyone is now laughing at him, going, cashew apple idiot? Look at his
ya.
face. Got him
Sammy,
with a cashew.
Sammy's giving us a call from Penrith. What was the bad reaction you got on holiday, Sam?
Oh, hi guys. I went on a cruise with my family and we were on one of the Loyalty Islands and there was a guy sitting there cutting the tops off coconut with this big rusty old knife. But I really wanted the photo of me drinking out of a coconut on an island. So I drank out of the coconut, only me, no one else in the family, and ended up extremely ill and in isolation for about 10 days.
Oh, my gosh. And did they put it down to the rust, Sam?
They put it down to the coconut, that I got food poisoning from the knife that was cutting the coconut tops off, and
Hey,
It
but
was
Sam,
horrendous.
great photo though. You'll remember that forever. Let's go to Kate and Guy Mia. What happened to you, Kate?
Oh, look, I was in Fiji with a whole group of friends. We were about 19 for a wedding. I had a huge crush on one of the guys that was on the trip. And we go out snorkeling and we were all having a lovely time. And then all of a sudden, I was getting bitten and attacked. I got attacked by sea lice. Nobody else did.
I guess you...
And then I've got and then holiday was just totally ruined because I was covered in hives.
Oh, no.
Kate, was this before the wedding? So you had to go to the wedding with the hives?
Before the wedding, I looked like absolute shit. It was dreadful.
And nothing happened with the guy?
Nothing happened.
Oh, devastating. Thanks, Kate. Great story. Samantha's in Mona Vale. Go on, Sammy. What's your story?
So I was 21, first time overseas, travelling in Italy, and I was with a friend and we went swimming off the Amalfi Coast. So while I was in the water, I started to feel like really weird, like my whole body was really odd. And I said to my friend, I think I need to get out. And I was head to toe covered in hives. Like every inch of my body that had been in the water was covered in hives. And I'm really lucky I have a friend whose mum's a doctor, so I got on, I think it was MSN chat or something back then. I had a condition called cold urticaria, where you're allergic to cold. So if I held a cold drink, my hands would swell up. If I had an ice block, my mouth would swell. I didn't find out until I was swimming in Italy.
Oh my God!
Of all the times to find out you've got urticaria.
Do you have that still now, Sam, or are you right now?
No, it was really weird. So it just lasted for maybe like 3 or 4 months, but just the whole trip, which was really hard to explain with the language barrier that I was allergic to cold.
Cold things,
and then it just woke up with it one day and then it just goes away. But they did say to me, sometimes it can switch to the heat. But it was a very odd allergy and people didn't believe me, and I was like, why the hell would I make up something absurd like that?
No, we believe you, Sammy.
It's not fun, especially to ruin your holiday.
That is an extraordinary story.
This is the Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie podcast.
Whatever you want to talk about this morning, get involved.
Jack's giving us a call from Wollstonecraft. What do you want to talk about, Jack?
Hey guys, happy Tuesday.
To you too, Jack.
Just calling. I'm just in a little bit of a rental situation. I live with my partner and one of her friends, and we're just not too sure how to divide rent. So, we don't know if we should divide it by room. So, me and my partner pay 50-50 together.
Okay.
For the room, or if just pay thirds.
Who came into the house? You or your partner? Who brought who in?
No, we went in the rental all together.
That's the thing, Jack, and I think if you and your partner are in it together anyway, I would suggest it's just a three-way. It's just split three ways. Keep it as clean as possible. That sort of makes sense, doesn't it? Because even though you can't divide it by rooms,
no.
And I think
what about food and stuff? Food you got to split as well.
Divide it by heads.
Yeah, divided by heads, but we have an ensuite, me and my partner, but then she has the main bathroom as well. So it's 50-50 pretty much.
Yeah,
in the whole house.
This is a nightmare. This is why rentals.
Yeah, but at the same time, Jack, maybe you should just chip in and pay for the missus. You could be going, let's just go halves, but I'll pick up the rent for me lady.
Big call,
mate. I'm not a bloody sugar daddy.
Yeah. That is a fair call. Do you know what it is? When you go and live with somebody else, it's great just to, it's great to get to know other people and party with other people. But I reckon the first time that you start to live by yourself, there's no going back living with anybody else.
And it gets complicated too. I remember when I lived in this house with 5 people, the TV broke in the main room and I had one in my bedroom, and they went, well, bring yours down. And I went, well, that's for my room. Well, what else have you contributed to the house?
Yeah.
Oh, not the fleas that came on your couch.
Lynette in Coleroy Plateau. What do you want to talk about, Lynette?
Oh, morning. Yesterday I was listening to your show about loved ones dying in a happy place.
Oh, yes.
And I've got a bit of a story. My dad retired in the 90s and he loved playing the tables at the casino. So he used to go around Australia doing that. And he had a night at the Star City Casino when it opened. And he had a massive heart attack. And my mum, when my brothers came to pick my mum up in the room, she actually said, "Oh, wait, I think your dad won some money on the tables, so the money's in the drawer, and my brother's got the money, and that paid for the funeral and a hell of a wake." So.
So he did pass away. Oh, my
Yeah,
God.
but it was his happy place, and we laugh about it now, going, if there was ever a place to,
Oh, my
to
gosh.
die, that was the place for him.
And he sorted out the cash for the funeral. Lynette,
He sorted out the cash for the funeral.
what was he
yeah.
playing? Do you know what he enjoyed? What table was he on?
He loved two up there, and he liked the tables, roulette, and
Oh, mate, the whole gamut.
anything going.
Yep.
It's so good that he's on his final night as well, and that he had a couple of wins.
He had a big.
Yeah, went out on a high.
I wonder if he got 21 in blackjack and went, well, that's it. I'm a couple of grand up. I'm ready to go now.
See you later. Bring on the heart attack. Oh,
that's it.
Cash is
I'm
in
off.
the drawer.
Maxine's in Newcastle. What do you want to talk about, Maxine?
Morning. I've got a dilemma. Next door, they've got a brand new puppy, and all it does is yelp all day.
That's hard, isn't it? That's really
And my husband
hard.
works night shift, and I get up early for the gym, and it's just non-stop.
That would do my head in.
Your husband's trying to sleep during the day, Maxine, and cannot
Yep.
get to sleep. Oh, this would
You have
do
to
my
go.
head in.
You got to go and talk to them, or come up with a clever way of doing it. Like even if you took around some earmuffs and said, "I bought you a present. I just thought you might need these for the new puppy." Just a fun way to do it. Do you know, Maxine?
I know.
I used to live with a group of mates, and we'd have big parties at our place. And Lou, the next door neighbour, she was so clever. She would come round and she would leave some bacon on the front door. And there was a note that said, "After the night you had last night, maybe this will help you for your breakfast." That
'Cause
was
you're
her,
pigs.
That was her way of saying, "Turn the bloody music down."
I know, and they've only recently moved in as well, like on top of that.
So you hardly know
it's
them.
like,
Yeah.
I don't know them that well. Like, they rent next door and we own, so
Yep.
it's even harder to, like, I'm like, oh.
Well, Maxine, the only way that we can help you out is by sending you up to the Vivid Sydney Bridge climb.
Get up there.
That's what we're doing, Maxine. So, come down from Newcastle. When your husband's got a day off from work from his night shift, you and the husband come down and get above the crowds and witness the best views of Vivid Sydney from the top of the iconic Harbour Bridge. Book your Vivid Sydney climb today at bridgeclimb.com. Thanks, Maxine.
This is the Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie podcast.
Let's talk about love, guys.
Do we have to?
On the show today, with our singles ball, a chance to secure the first dance with Ms. Kate Ritchie. Do you know what's interesting, Fitz? We've given away first class and 50k, 10k a day in May. But when we say you could win a first dance with Kate Ritchie, I've never seen the phones light up like this before
Now you're
in
lying.
my life.
You're trying to make me feel
Look how many
better.
calls have come through this morning.
0. That's
12,000 calls.
Is there a camera on that screen? Because there is no one calling.
Can we call it Kate's Sweet Sway, Tom?
Kate
Hey,
Sweet
Tommy,
Beats.
can we not? No, look, it will be my first dance, but it certainly won't be the last on the night, guys,
Yeah. One man.
And it's breakdance as well, which is a bit weird.
I know. I've got to put my bike shorts under me frock then.
I'd pay to
We'll
see
have
that.
a piece of cardboard out the front.
She's spinning on her back.
Don't push me, cause I'm close to the edge. Go, Kate, go.
Yeah, that's me.
Let's talk about why maybe some men are single here, and that's because they can't manage to find the right woman here in Sydney. Now, this man has come out to say, "I'm a very well-travelled man, and there are 3 main reasons why Sydney women are hard to get to know." Have a listen to this.
According to locals I've met, there are 3 reasons for this. 1, Sydney-siders are unwelcoming of new friends. Unless you're from Sydney, it's almost impossible to break into established social groups and build connections with the women within them. 2, Sydney women are very cliquey. Women from the northern beaches only want to date men from the northern beaches. Same goes for the inner west, Hills District, eastern suburbs, etc. And 3, it takes too much effort to get with Sydney women because as opposed to women from other parts of the world, they're far less promiscuous.
Wow.
I don't know if that's is that a compliment or...
Can I also just bring up, if you're an influencer or a YouTuber or whatever you are from overseas and you want to get into the media here in Australia, all you have to do is put up a video like this and you will be on the Maily Dale every single day.
Yeah, just a list of something a little bit controversial.
Yeah, I know. When we played this audio, Ollie, who's on the phones, you might have spoken to if you've called the show. Ollie, you were nodding heavily at people not wanting to date outside of their area. You're a single man. Have you found this?
Well, I just find I don't want to leave the northern beaches in general. So why would I want to date someone who lives, like 3 hours away? Yeah, you want to keep it into your local area,
but
so it makes
about
sense.
40 minutes away, if going over the bridge, you still wouldn't do that? Is it just too easy?
It depends on the person, I guess. But I do get what he's saying, where you're fussy because you want to sort of live and date where you live and you like living.
So you would never consider somebody that, say, lived in the east if they were in Randwick or something?
No, I wouldn't go out of my way to go look in other areas.
But would you go out?
But if I found someone that was living in an area that isn't too far away, then yeah. But I'm not going to go. I'm not going to go for a night out in Penrith looking because that's a bit far away.
And then you to try and find, go see that girl again.
You don't end up spending as much time because you're on the M1 half the time, or you're on Cremorne,
Didn't you say to us, though, off air that the singles pool for you is very slim over in the Northern Beaches because you've been with most of the girls over there, Ollie?
No.
That's defamation.
Yeah, exactly.
Ollie,
I think Ollie's a lovely cat. She's a very fine young man.
Ollie, would you go?
And I sound 100 when I say that.
Would you go to a pub in Double Bay hoping to meet somebody?
Yeah, if it was the Sheaf.
You drop into
the
Sheaf, even though you live on the north side.
Well, I've got friends because I went to depends, I suppose, where you grew up as well. I've got friends that are in that area, but I wouldn't go out of my way to an area I haven't been to.
Okay, what about the other two things? Sorry, Fitzy, there were other things on the list. Okay, people don't date outside of their area. Sydney. Women might be less. They're more cliquey and less promiscuous. What have you got to say about either of those?
It depends, I guess, on the group of the girls. I guess I don't know. I think girls who sort of are in big groups of girlfriends might be like that. But I suppose it depends where and who you hang out with. I guess because there's some girls that hang out with groups with guys in them, and there's some girls that will only go out with their girlfriends on a night out. So it depends. It's all very subjective.
You're very good at this, Al.
Can we also say to the single ladies of Sydney? Well, actually, the singles ball, Kate, is on the northern side. It's at Taronga Zoo, so you don't have to travel far. You don't have to travel too far here, Ollie. And for all the ladies out there, Ollie is looking for someone to dance with as well.
I've been going through the entries as well, so I've got my eyes.
Anyone that you've noticed so far that you're thinking?
Well, there's a lot. I mean, we've had Angela on last week. She was really lovely. Angela.
So would you like the first dance with her hand? Ollie's a good-looking rooster too, ladies.
Stop making him feel uncomfortable.
And so you liked Ange, did you?
Yeah, well, we had her on. She was lovely. She was a mum, though. That's okay.
What? I beg your pardon. What's wrong with mums?
That's okay.
So, yeah.
High horse?
But he knew it was a mistake.
Down, high horse.
He knew it was a mistake.
He said that's okay. All right, so can we, Tommy, is that all right? Can we sign off on Ange being Ollie's first dance?
Yeah, that's great.
Are we doing that?
Yeah,
well, no, let's not sign it. I think there's still opportunities out there.
Yeah,
we've still got a couple... We've got a couple more nights before it's over.
Oh, my gosh.
Okay, so you can register on the Nova Player app and get involved. But also, Tommy, when are we going to be doing Kate's first dance?
Like 8:15 this morning, guys, the moment that you've all been waiting for.
Ollie, the calls been coming through?
Yeah, lots of people calling through, still wanting to get... We're still adding people to the invite list as well, so don't worry.
Yeah, but what about dancing with me?
Oh, yeah, non-stop. We've been... Calls are lighting up now.
Ollie and Georgie are making that up.
Oh, this is good news.
Michael Usher's ringing back, which is weird.
Says his girlfriend.
Fits in Whipper with Kate Ritchie is a Nova podcast. For more great shows like this, download the Nova Player via the App Store or Google Play.
The Nova Player.